Yeah, I wanted to talk about a constant issue that's I've experienced through this process for years, but it's changed over time, and that is like issues with sleep and issues with grogginess too. Um, so I guess I'll just describe what I'm currently experiencing, or what's kind of been just like ongoing forever, really, since this started. So I often, am able to go to bed fine and sleep for the first 2, 3 hours. And like, I start like entering a very deep state of peace before bed, and then I sleep. I have crazy dreams, and then I wake up, and the rest of the night is very disrupted. And I feel like these primal energies, like the more relaxed I get, the more these kind of like primal energies from like the base of my spine and like lower chakras. Um, there's just so much activity and then on my brain, I'm just like craving sleep and like so tired. And it's sort of this like dichotomy between like these lower chakras waking up and like fighting. And like I can't sleep, so I have to like sit up, but it's sort of this painful um battle between these like the mind that's just like craving sleep and like desperately trying to sleep, and like this like it's like a really intense like groggy feeling, and then these energies that are um just like really unsettled. And sometimes there's visual sort of dreamlike qualities to them in a sense, but it's really um you know and it's associated a lot with this like grinding in my jaw, or like this like kind of tension that just keeps me awake, and then obviously disrupts like my day, and just like perpetually kind of groggy feeling. And so that's just been going on forever, and I've kind of just accepted it to some point and just been like, yeah, that's like I've seen or I've like tried so many different techniques, and just sort of accepted it. And still though, it's like I just like I'm so sick of being like perpetually tired and like fighting this, every night basically. So yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Great. Yeah, thank you. Well, I shouldn't say great. It sounds difficult, man. Yeah, so when it comes to sleep, my overall recommendation for almost every issue that we have with this process, we begin with self-care, right? So sleep hygiene, addressing that sort of stuff. Next, we create as best and often as we can, we create a container during our day where we allow this process to do what it needs to do, which is either meditation, journaling, laying down, carving out time just for this process without distraction. That helps the kriyas, the stuff coming up, to then not arise, say, when you're at work or in the middle of the night when you're at sleep. However, after that, I do say this is a 24/7 process. And so, of course, it's going to be going on during our sleep until we reach points where the process that's being carried out reaches a certain relative state of stability, relative completion, and then you can get some good sleep once again. Um, so when we're sleeping, we're actually in a sort of pseudo low resistance meditative state, right? And it's in that space that a lot of work can be done because we don't have distractions. We're laying down. It's like we're in meditation essentially for all intents and purposes. The energy sees, finally they're resting. Let's get this work done. So things can start to come up. Um, I was looking earlier about, trimming kittens' nails. And one thing I saw was a good time to do it is when they're sleepy because they can't put up a fight when they're sleepy, right? So they're just kind of submissive, they're surrendered, they just let it happen, right? Same sort of thing seems to be going on here for those that have a lot of phenomena rising in the middle of the night. Um, the energy knows that you're in a sort of doped out state and it can just do a lot of work very quickly. Um, difficult throughout the day as a result. Consequently, you know, you have some grogginess and whatnot. Um, what I found, because this happened to me as well, and insomnia, lack of sleep has been a real point of suffering on my journey. I would make deals with the energy. I say, look, you don't want me to sleep? Well, make my life a little easier then. And I would see miracles happen, like just to make my life easier. Either I would sleep better or throughout my day, like the problems that I thought I had to do or work got easier, or I just get a day off or whatever it was. Like miracles start happening like that. Because I don't think this energy is not aware of what you've got going on in your life. I don't think the intelligence of Shakti is is impersonal. I think it's very understanding and it wants to be related with in a personal way. So you can commune with it and communicate with it and just you know, make little deals and requests as long as you keep your part of the deal and you're fair. So you say, look, I'm going to give you some time to work, but cut me some slack, make it a little bit easier for me, or give me the energy. And these things will start to happen in very miraculous ways. And I think part of this type of context that we're given is it also shows us how to relate with this energy so that when things are stable, the relationship we've cultivated with Shakti, with the goddess, with God, that doesn't go away. So even though now life is good, now you can say, hey, well, what else can we do together? And she will inspire you and you know, give you incredible insights and you know, put you on your way to living your purpose in pretty incredible ways. So we developed a relationship through some suffering, and then that relationship carries over when you know, you're feeling a little bit more stable. Does that make sense? Yeah, I understand though, man. It's very tricky. The sleep thing is it's been the bane of my existence. So thank you.